The reason we talk about kettlebells and clubs a lot is because it's strength endurance in useful weight ranges. So when you have to work, you end up doing something like this, where you move, not a lot, 150 bales. 150 bales weigh 60 to 70 pounds a piece, and you stack them up here, and you carry them up by hand up a single flight of stairs. Single flight of stairs, it's thin. It's not optimized in any way. And kettlebells and clubs are like that. They are strength endurance. Single kettlebell, 70 pounds. Get to the point where you don't have to put it down for 20 minutes straight. Add a box in there, work on kettlebell movements into box step-ups. Work on it for up to 20 minutes. Clubs allow you to build that bent arm structure when you're picking things up to work. I just picked up all those hay bales. The only way to get them up here is to do a front close hold, much like a wrestling hold. So you have to be able to endure that amount of time. It takes time, but that's how work really works. I know a lot of people in the modern world don't do this kind of stuff anymore. We used to have a much bigger farm, and we used to have to do a lot more. But this is still an amount of work any human should be able to do. 150 pounds up one flight, so I did 150 flights of stairs at 60 to 70 pounds. Those aren't even big or heavy hay bales. I've lifted hay bales that are much longer than that. These are short because they're designed to fit in this barn. These are only 4-ish feet long. Heavy bales can be up to 90 pounds and they can be 6 feet long. So you have to be able to do that amount of work for the amount of time. Going to the gym is not the same thing. That's why they used to have a thing in sports called farm strength. The best football players and wrestlers were always guys who worked on farms because that's where they got their base work capacity. Most people in the modern world do not have a base work capacity, so we build it by alternating one day with kettlebells, one day with clubs. Start as light as you need to. Run any program. Doesn't have to be mine. I think mine are very good because I designed them for this kind of stuff. Start with intro to kettlebell. If you're really not in condition, then all the warm-up drills in intro to kettlebell will start to build your work capacity. That goes to any swing program. Doesn't have to be mine. Mine's just very numbery, so I know that you will succeed with the program. If you're deconditioned, men, you can start with 12. Get to 32K. Jump back down to double 12K. Run it to double 32K. That should take several years, but your work capacity will skyrocket. Clean and press, single arm clean and press program. Start with a 12K, go up 1K if you have to, if you have an adjustable kettlebell. Get to 32K. Just doing that will change your life. Ladies, we designed a 6K to 12K. Not as many weight jumps, but the same kind of thing will happen. Work on your intro to kettlebell. That's your halos, your basic deadlifts, all those things. Build your standing structure. Then you really build the engine with a swing program. 10 minutes, twice a week. Then you do that clean and press program. Everybody, man, woman, child, doesn't matter. Everybody should have a base level of work capacity. And the gym just doesn't do it because you're not doing 150 reps of a normal weight. For men, a normal weight is anywhere between 35 and 70 pounds. The average is probably 50 pounds. A bag of grain right over here, right down here, is 50 pounds. You should be able to move 100 of those without stopping. That means pick it up, stand up, turn around, set it down, stack it. Most people don't have a barn, so we do it with kettlebells, and then we do it with clubs. Take one day, do kettlebells, take the other day, do clubs. Kettlebells is posterior chain dominant, hamstrings back dominant, and tricep dominant. Clubs is rotation dominant and it's bicep dominant. If you go kettlebell, club, back and forth 5 days a week, do any program for either one of those things, you will get an engine, a work capacity that makes you very, very, very human.